where the mining jobs are. Welcome to Australian Mining for New Starters, and today I just want to have a chat about where a new starter can get in if they don't know anybody within the industry. Now, unfortunately, a lot of the areas of the industry, you've got to know somebody. Coal and iron ore are a bit like that at the moment, but there are places like Hardrock Underground and Exploration where somebody that's new to the industry can prepare themselves properly and get in without knowing anybody. And just on that note, I'd just like to give Johnny a shout out, who relocated to Kalgoorlie with his missus after he did the sponsors training, and he walked into a very high paying job within the first week of being there. He actually got offered 3 jobs. He took the one that he wanted, which is great, and I just want to wish Johnny and his wife all the best. Why are there so many jobs going in Hardrock Underground? Well, the reason for that is because with Hardrock Underground, they mine so many different things, and at the moment, there's batteries going into Tesla cars and the wall panels that they do. That's what's propping everything up. And if you come over and have a look at the nickel price, convert that to Australian dollars, that's a bit over $26,000 a tonne. And it's the same with copper. If you convert that to Australian dollars, it's well over $12,500 Australian a tonne. And if we also look at the gold price as well, that's $2,500 Australian an ounce. Why have I included the gold price in all this? Is because gold is used in a lot of the electronics around now. It's not only used as money, but it's a bit of a consumable when it comes to electronics. And that's the same reason that nickel and copper are up. Now, if we have a look around the country, this is where all the gold mines are. So there's heaps of opportunity in New South Wales, and because of what's going on with the borders being shut, there's more than enough opportunity within your own state if you don't want to relocate to WA to get a job within your state. So there's lots going in South Australia, there's lots going in Queensland, and there's lots going in New South Wales. And I even posted a job for Tasmania the other day that they were looking for a new crew, or all new crews for a reopening gold mine. I think it was the Henty gold mine down there that they're reopening, and they were looking for inexperienced people for the nipper and truck driving roles. Again, if you want to get into Hardrock Underground, can't recommend the sponsors training enough. Teaches you everything you need to know to communicate with the employers, go through the interview, answer those mining questions of the interview, and get the job. If we click on to the copper, you can see the copper is in the same sort of spots as the gold, and that's because a lot of mines where there is gold, there's copper. Lastly, we'll have a look at the nickel, and that's mainly based, or it's totally based in WA. Lots of opportunity around Kalgoorlie, and also fly in, fly out of Perth. Now, a couple of the areas that aren't doing so well at the moment is the falling iron ore price. Now, it's come down quite a bit, and the journalists are telling everybody that it's all over and it's terrible, but if you have a bit of perspective about it, it's still quite high. The government does expect it to go down to $55 US a tonne, but just to give you a bit of perspective on it, it's still $182 a tonne Australian. So they're still making lots and lots of money. They're just not making as much money as they were before. But one of the things about iron ore you need to understand is that they have got it that they want to replace all their truck drivers with driverless trucks. And if you haven't watched this video, this is a good video to watch, and you can go to the sponsors training about autonomous trucks in mining, and it'll go through why the strip mines are really the only ones that can use it at the moment, and that's coal and iron ore, and it can give you a rundown on what's going on there. Now, the other area is coal. Now, coal's doing really well price-wise. It's $210 a tonne, which is great. But unfortunately, a lot of the ads that I've seen come up have been for traineeships that don't pay a real lot. If you want to know more about coal, then this Facebook page, Mining Jobs in the Bowen Basin, that's a really good resource. It's one of the best resources that I've found where people actually know about what's going on in the industry. And like I tell people with coal, if you're living in the town that the mine's located in, go for it. You know, you probably know somebody that can help you get in. But if you're thinking about relocating to a town just on the off chance you're going to get into a coal mine, it's probably not going to happen, and you should redirect your efforts to either exploration on the surface or hard rock underground. And exploration on the surface, it's fieldy jobs, so there's lots of fieldy jobs going, and the offsider jobs that are going on the surface. With the hard rock underground, you're looking for the nipper, truck, Agi jobs or offsider jobs that are going underground. They're all entry level at the moment just because there's not enough people to fill the spots. So, like I was saying before, if you want to try and get into the mining industry, the best way to go is either underground or exploration. That's where the most jobs are. If you're throwing all your eggs into the iron ore or coal basket, there's really only a handful of jobs going, and it's like people do say, you really need to know somebody on site to get a job. Whereas with hard rock underground and exploration, you just need to prep yourself, show the employee you know what you're getting yourself into, and you really can secure that job for yourself. Lots of people have done it in the past. It's just all about prepping yourself and having a go. I hope you find that information helpful, and if you've got any more questions, please send them in, and if you could like the video and subscribe to the channel, that would be wonderful. Thanks.